As you can see, we've got some new people in the debate today. Everybody say hello. This is Richard, this is Babatunde. Babatunde is comedian, Richard is a specialist in IP, right?
Indeed.
What we want to discuss right now is at what level do artists start making money in the scene, in the UK scene?
What type of money though?
Real money.
That's the point.
Do you know what I mean? Find real money then.
BBC money, that's real money.
BBC money.
Money comes from performing first and foremost. Don't worry about how many hits you got on YouTube, how many streams you got on Spotify, because you have to stream about 1 million times before you make what, 80 pence or something, or £8. In this country, you get like 0.0083 pence per stream, and that's nothing. Just stick to performing, getting a good fan base. When you have all those views on YouTube, you'll get advertising revenue coming in anyway, so you'll be fine. Don't worry about that.
You know, when I was in Rachel, I got £35. That's not real money, man. And I was in ITV all my life, and no one was there. Like, yo, and then when I done the bill, £400 normal for 5 minutes.
Are we talking about artists who have made enough money to survive where they don't have to do something else to pay their rent and eat?
I just want money.
I'm thinking of like a wage, like a good decent wage.
A wage that you can live like where you don't have to do another job or you don't have to hustle.
I don't think it's another job.
Right. You might as well just get your black twang on, but just tour all the time.
Yeah. This debate was a no-brainer. You start making your money from when you're doing shows. If you signed a deal or you signed to a major label, it takes a little while to make money from that situation, because obviously you signed a deal, they've invested a whole bunch of money in you, and then the record company have to recoup.
That's the misconception. I know for a fact, like guys like Foreign Beggars tour that much, I can guarantee they make more money than 90% of the grime scene that you see that are on YouTube with 1 million views or whatever.
100% he makes more money from touring.
Wiz is a perfect example of that. Wiz Khalifa pretty much built his career and made his millions off of touring.
Basically, a lot of artists will tour. And you know, I've got so much respect for artists that tour, you know, because they're taking a risk. Because really and truly, if you're putting music on the internet, so on and so forth, okay, you see the views that it's getting and so on and so forth, and then you go out and you're saying, do you know what? I believe. Hold tight, Kreps and Conan as well. Kreps and Conan, they go out, they tour, they're doing it big. Kreps and Conan surely are getting an income.
I would guess that most of the stuff these days is in merchandise, because who makes money off music these days when everyone just downloads it?
Yeah. Man! You make more of your money off of shows
and merch.
Yeah.
So if you get those down, then you don't need to do any other.
But
the thing about it is, like, you can't just do a tour and no one turns up to your show, because obviously you're losing money then. If people are interested in you, there's money in it.
I think when an artist is smart enough to realise who his fan base are, how he can tap into that fan base, and how he can sell a product to that fan base, whether it's merch, shows, CDs, whatever it is you can sell to that fan base. When you figured out how to do that, that's when you start making money. Most artists with a buzz just have a buzz. They haven't actually targeted in financially into a fan base. But there's this massive misconception. Do you know how much money 1 million YouTube hits makes you? It makes you £1,000.
You make money from the advertising. That's where the money comes from.
So you have to pay you £1,000.
You actually apply for advertising though.
We got advertising. Be a thing. Where is my?
So what I'm saying is, £1,000 for one YouTube hit. That's just over some people's rent for a month. So I think
how long it takes for you to get that.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're putting out a video every 2 weeks and each one is getting 1 million hits, it's not really doing anything.
Listen to the thing about Spotify, right? Spotify, they're worth $250 million, right? But they only make about 83,000 on advertising, and then they got to pay all these people that's on their books.
Yeah.
80,000 a year, you're saying?
Yeah.
So how can they be worth so much then?
It's about contacts, personal data. It's like Facebook. That's their asset, having everyone's information. That kind of stuff.
So eventually they could sell that on.
Yeah, that's why they did the collaborative deal with Facebook. So now every time that you log onto Spotify, it shows up on Facebook on your list.
But you know, artists get paid pennies on Spotify though, innit?
It happens. In this country, the thing is, it varies in country to country. In this country, the PRS for music, they lobby so hard to get a specific fee.
Would you say for like an up and coming aspiring artist that's trying to get his tracks on radio, would you say it's worth signing up for PRS for someone like that?
No, 100%. 100%. For all of you artists who are not signed up to PRS, you must sign up to PRS. Any performance that you make, anytime your song gets played on the radio, TV, internet, you are owed royalties. So go to prsformusic.com and sign up. It's free. Plus you can backlog as well. So even if you've had songs played on the radio 5 years ago, you can backlog and get that money. Just do it. Just do it.
Some people don't even know what PRS is.
Oh wow, yeah, the Performing Rights Society, now called PRS for Music. And
it's free to sign up now, by the way.
A lot of artists might not actually know that you can actually make money off getting radio plays and stuff like that.
If we had to pay £100
I was in there, swimwear business, just signed up. Come on. No tracks, but it's free.
If you're an artist and you're getting radio play, or you have a video on AKA and you don't have your PRS sorted, go and kill yourself.
You know what?
I think, is it RPS? Get that. I don't know what it is, but you know, if you're an artist and you've heard, you know what I'm talking about, go get that. Shabba.
I got it some time ago, remember Scribs? And we were #1 on Channel U for 5 weeks, yeah? We didn't know enough about PRS, nothing. We were just happy to walk around the street, get like,
That's what our industry is based off. People that are just happy with that.
You're not actually not happy. You're just ignorant. You don't know any better.
Make sure you own your own shit. No one can tell you nothing. It's yours. You make the money out of it. We've got a whole new generation of young entrepreneurs starting up their own thing because the economy is shot to shit. People are having to do that, which is kind of a good thing because it forces you to start up your own thing, be your own boss, run your own business, and you make your own money. So if you can do that, try and make everything yours.
You was young then though, so it's a bit different. Like,
I think a lot of people are just happy. That's kind of like starting the hoods.
It's a bit different.
People are more happy to be known than to kind of do their research and understand the kind of ins and outs of the industry.
Some people feel that you need to be an artist that's signed and in the mainstream in order to get a good regular income, but you can make a good 50, 40 bags a year off music purely because you've got a fan base and you cater to them. So therefore, they appreciate what you're doing and they financially support what you're doing.
Don't be swayed by people trying to tell you like, you gotta go for the mainstream, you gotta go for the big shot. So if you go to a club and someone's like, oh man, you were sick, it could have been one person out of like 200 people, whatever the scenario is. Like, keep that person in contact. Those are the people that understand your essence because they've accepted you without fucking being in a magazine, without being on TV. They've accepted you without the false smoke screens. So I say honing on the people that pay attention to you from the early stages and then concentrate on that.
I don't not talk about you personally, but when they see people, they think, right, you got money, so people are gonna try and move to you because they think you're making money. Little do they know you're broke, and you're getting robbed for nothing because they see you on TV and think, he's got money.
I definitely was getting moved to. Different.
Obviously when Poet was on AK and that, you know, like he's a cool guy, don't get me wrong. But yeah, when he's on AK and that, he might have got a little bit gassed. Thought that there's gonna be money coming in left, right and centre, but boy, I don't know if there was money coming in left, right and centre.
There was money, fam. I love you, bro. There was money, cuz. Don't watch that. We're rich, cuz. We are running.
Making money is one thing, but paying tax is another thing. Because a lot of people don't know about tax. I hope every artist starts making money, but I hope every artist gets educated on how they can make money in this game because there's a lot of money to be made, especially like musicians. With the comedians, it's kind of straightforward, but I hope every single artist learns there is money here to be made, you know?
That's why you need an African accountant, trust me.
Yeah, it's true, you know what?
So you're gonna fucking jingle that thing though.
And you can take the money back in your tax return.
Sorry, I ain't fucking with the African accountant. I'm Nigerian, and I know motherfuckers don't play when it comes to trying jingle motherfuckers with money.
So explain to us how IP relates to all of this then.
Intellectual property, there's different aspects. So you've got copyright, trademarks, design rights, and patents. Copyright is the main one for music. That's where intellectual property comes into it. PRS look after the copyright of musicians, which is their work, it's their music.
Just know that if you're a songwriter as well, if you're writing a song and you're producing a song, you're killing it money-wise. Especially if you're the artist as well.
I don't even want to see that back balance.
So all you motherfuckers that want to be rappers or think the best thing to do is be a rapper, you gotta think of someone like Fazer who ain't exactly at the forefront like Dappy, he's probably raking in more peas. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, but obviously based on what you're saying about the whole misconception is that if you're in the forefront...
That's the casual thing, it's like a lot of the artists and stuff that are coming out, singers and whatever, the perception is when you see them on the TV, you think, oh my god, but the reality is the people that's written the songs and produced it are making more money off the royalties. Perception is a funny thing. You might go out and see an artist wearing a chain, he might have Louboutin boots and all sorts of nice shit, but the bank account is zero. Whereas the guy who actually produced the beat, the guy who might have wrote the hook or whatever, he might have the nice house, but just little humble something like this. It's a funny old game, but the music industry is kind of about perception, especially when it comes to the audience.
What's her name? Dolly Parton. She is making the most amount of money from I Will Always Love You now. Because when you said she passed away, it's gone through the roof. Touring, merchandising, definitely writing your own tracks. That's the only way you can make money. I feel like the music game has changed up so much now for people to kind of think, yeah, all I need to do is make a track, put it on YouTube, and you know, record labels are just gonna sign me. You also need to kind of create your own buzz and create your own fan base. So there's a bit of excitement about you. So people are actually coming to you rather than you running to people.
Do you know how many whores are gonna be watching this video thinking, fuck, I go to the clubs and I go after the strong people. Songwriters now. Who's the producer? I want to know who the producer is. We just put the girls onto something there. Girls are really going to start looking at writing credits right now and going to clubs and trying to chase down the man behind the scenes. Trust me, girls, I've helped you out a lot. Thank me.
you never really know who's got the money. Because certain artists, you won't hear a lot from them, but they've got a loyal fan base. So they can tour up and down the country and their loyal fan base will like definitely come to their shows, which allows them to get quite a bit of money.
Low-key is obviously making money. You might not think it looking at him, but everything is his own. He's obviously making his own money. He's smart about it. Getting #1 on the American iTunes chart, and he's done that all himself. I mean, so Blaine, he's got money.
If you're a whore, yeah, trying to bang someone who you want to be, who you think is famous, check the fucking credit. All the smart girls, I might have to say this shit to you. All the smart girls are on the job, and maybe I might be fucking it up for the smart girls now because I'm letting the dumb girls know about it. But for fuck, I can't help that. I gotta tell the truth, innit?
Girls who are out there looking for rich guys, you got the advice. You know what I mean? I'm cool. I'll make my own money. I don't need these guys. I don't need to be looking on credits and stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, things. Not me, because I got Jade. But anyone else?
You know as well, the A&Rs are killing it as well. People are starting to click on that. These are the people that are making the stars.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
A&Rs are making some real.
Shout to Ben Scars on that.
Benny, Mr. Stars. Benny.
The reality of it is that you will start making proper money when your fan base is at a good level and you've got tours and shows and stuff like that. If you've got a good agency, people come to you. With the shows, record companies don't really take that much money from you. So yeah, man, you're good. When you start doing shows and you start touring and you get yourself a good agent, then you're good to go.
For those who've heard of an artist called Immortal Technique,
Yeah.
I remember him explaining to me how he makes his money, He's not signed. His money comes off of CD sales that he sells off his own label, he sells online, and his shows and his merch shit, He showed me how much he tours, how much he sells. But that guy has cleaned up more than 90%.
But he's a businessman though.
He's recognized his demographic and he's went 100% in on that rather than trying to sell as many records here and do as many shows. He's exploited that to its fullest potential and he's made a very, very good living off of it. I mean, to be honest, Loki's a classic example of someone that's done that. But if more UK artists took that route and actually really, really targeted on who's going to buy their music and who's going to buy into them as a brand, artists would make a lot more money. Yeah, but he's a businessman. But what it is with artists is if you actually channel your fan base, what can I get my fan base to spend money on?
If you've got a core audience that appreciate you as a person, as an entity, figure out a way to sell things to them that they might appreciate. If one of my favorite artists now released a t-shirt, I might be like, you know what, that t-shirt's dope. Let me go and support that artist by buying a t-shirt because I like him. That's my way of contributing to him to be able to continue his craft and invest in his craft again.
Channel it and do it, that's when you're going to be.
What is that? Don't make man out. Put that name stuff.
I hope all these everyone appreciates all these name drops.
That's 90% of the YouTube comments right there. So if you're gonna come here and take our money, not only that, take our sound for your last album, because I don't care. I watched the Throne album, there was a lot of dubstep and a lot of grinding sound on there. You're gonna take that without giving credit. Then at least embrace yourself in the scene.
You have to get night bus home, you're a side chick. That's a side chick, you're a girl who don't have a car. That's it, bro. Or transport money or car money. That's it. What? Let my daughter, so your daughter can get night bus home. If your daughter gets night bus home, it breaks my heart. My daughter will never get night bus home. That breaks my heart.
Yeah, man. Let me start that again. Don't add that in. I know you will.